Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome to the continuation of my complete TV series on DVD and Blu-ray. Yes, so today we're going to be taking a look at another shelf, the top shelf. I've done the middle shelf, the big one. I'm going to take a look at the top shelf. It's too deep with some stuff on top as well. So we're going to go and have a look through that. So let's get started. Okay, so these are not in alphabetical order, they're just as they come because the shelves are not alphabetised for TV, they are just as they are, so to speak. So, we're just going to dig in. Now, first up, I have here Season 1 of a TV series called The Metal Hurlant Chronicles. It was a sort of had different stories in each episode. So that's Kelly Brook there. You may recognise him from Stargate Atlantis. It had different special guest stars: Michael J. White, Scott Adkins, Rutger Hauer, people like that. I do have a steelbook for this as well, which I'll show at some point. And then also I have Series 2, Metal Hurlant Resurgence. Moving on. We don't have the TV series of Firefly. Bit of a rip in that. I did get this second hand. I do have it on DVD, I believe, as well, or I did have. The Joss Whedon, short-lived Joss Whedon, sort of sci-fi western type thing. And I don't know if I showed this in my films, but Serenity is with it. That's obviously a cinema film. And here we have a TV series that I really liked. And that is Da Vinci's Demons. It was a TV series that ran for 3 seasons. And yeah, it was just very, very good. That's season 3. Moving on, I have The Prisoner, but this is the sort of mini-series, the newer remake mini-series, starring Ian McKellen and Jim Caviezel. And I think, who else did it star? Ruth Wilson, Hayley Atwell, Agent Carter is in it. Ruth Wilson, she was in Luther, and I think she was in Lone Ranger movie. Then we have here another series that only lasted 3 seasons, and I don't have the spin-off, and that is Penny Dreadful. And this was a good series, it was. I really did like it. I like that. It's a person, but it looks like a skull as well. It's just a person with his head down and his arms on his head, but it's got this double. Yeah, that's a really nice image. And then we have Big Little Lies. The Night Manager. The Girlfriend Experience, Season 1. I think this was from Australia. And I have Season 2 on a sort of burnt disc. Yeah. Then we have Season 7 of Smallville. Oh, Season 6 of Smallville. Should have done that one first. Season 6, Season 7. I do have the others. They're a bit mixed up, but, you know, we'll come back to that. I do have all the Smallvilles, but a mix of DVD and Blu-ray. His Dark Materials, Season 1. And the complete 5th season of Prison Break. And I do have the other Prison Breaks as well. But like I said, these are not in any particular order at this stage. Then moving on, we have the complete series of Bates Motel, which is now available on a slimmer sort of case. Yeah, and this was a good series as well. You know, it was ran for 5 seasons. Yeah, I can't really fault it. A few DVDs now, because like I said, it's going to be DVDs and Blu-ray. We have season 1 and 2 of The Orville. Yeah, great series, really good. Season 3, Orville New Horizons. Whether that will get a physical media release or not, I don't know. Unfortunately, they just put them to DVD and not Blu-ray. Yeah, I do have a bootleg of season 3, and it'll be a travesty if this series isn't picked up for a season 4. It was really something special. And then we have season 3 of Blind Spot. There will be more Blind Spots, like I said, just not in order. Because some are DVD, some are Blu-ray, and so then the sizes mix up, and you know how it is. So, moving on, we have series 1 and 2 of Heroes. Look at the size of that box. Christ, that's huge. Yeah, season 1 and 2 of Heroes. Season 3 of Heroes. Season 4, which was its last season. Yeah, it was a great series when it first came about. Then I have a steelbook for Heroes Reborn. This was sort of like a series where it sort of came back for a short time later on. Then here I have a box set containing series 1, 2 and 3 of Z Nation, the zombie sci-fi channel show. It was a bit more tongue-in-cheek than The Walking Dead. Series 4 of Z Nation, still sealed, but I have seen them. And sealed season 5. There was a spin-off series as well. I cannot recall for the life of me what its name was. Oh, Black Summer. It only lasted for 1 season. I've got it on a burnt disc inside. Yes, but I've not watched that one. I'm not sure if it was a prequel now or what. Then we have another fantastic series that shouldn't have got cancelled, but it did, and that was Hannibal. Yes, starring Mads Mikkelsen, Hugh Darcy, Lawrence Fishburne, Hugh Dancy, sorry, not Darcy. Yeah, that was fantastic. Gillian Anderson came into it as well. Season 2. I mean, it was really good, but season 3 did get a bit arty-farty in its approach. The Gillian Anderson on the front there. Great actress. Love Gillian Anderson. Especially her FHM photo shoot, which was fantastic. The very first one. Yes. I still have that issue of FHM. Yeah. I'm just thinking about the TV series Space.
Right. Your preferred mode of transport is skateboarding. You like music, clubbing, and regularly masturbate over images of Gillian Anderson.
Who told you that?
It was a joke.
Yeah, well, FHM voted the most sexy woman in the world in 1996.
What about you?
I wasn't placed.
Oh, this is a tatty box. A tatty slip that I should throw away. And that is for V. Look at that, because I bought it cheap. Not the original V series, but the sort of remake. Obviously not as good as... Nowhere near as good as the original Vs. Then we have season 2, and that is as long as this show lasted. 2 seasons. And then we have season 1 of The Following. Season 2 of The Following. And this only lasted 3 seasons. I do have season 3 somewhere, but I'm not sure where at the minute. Then we have season 1 of The Last Ship, which I really enjoyed. Season 2 of The Last Ship. Series 3. Series 4. And Series 5. I believe that's the right way around. Some of these are foreign releases. Okay, and then the series that ran for 4 years 4 seasons. 12 Monkeys, based upon the Bruce Willis movie, Terry Gilliam movie of the same name. Season 1. Season 2. Season 3. Bit of an odd cover this one, 'cause it's so damn dark. You can hardly see what it is. And Series 4. Again, some of these I had to finish by importing from Australia, because we got a couple on Blu-ray, same with Last Ship, then nothing, and that really does bug me. Then we have classic TV series now, Lost, Season 1, which the ending frustrated a lot of people. I had no issue with it. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3 of Lost, Season 4, Season 5, Season 6. Then moving on, a series that ran sort of 4 seasons, well 3 seasons and a sort of spin-off season. Season, where is it? No, this is Season 1. That's the wrong way round. No, it ain't. Oh, sorry, I'm getting myself mixed up here. Okay, so we have Season 1 of Spartacus, Blood and Sand. And this was a fabulous series. On first glance, it sort of seemed like a rip-off of maybe 300 or something. But boy, did it get good. When this got good, it got good. I mean, it was really good. Starring Andy Whitfield, John Hannah, Peter Mensah, and Lucy Lawless, Xena Warrior Princess. Now, unfortunately, Andy Whitfield, the main star, died shortly after filming. I believe it was cancer he had, and he died of cancer. And that kind of put things on hold for a short time. And while that happened, we got a sort of spin-off series called Gods of the Arena. But it's a prequel series, kind of spin-off prequel, which they filled the void, and then they recast the character of Spartacus with an actor named Liam McIntyre for Season 2. I mean, it was a travesty what happened to, the original actor. It really was, but yeah, it carried on. It was a really good show. It was. That was Vengeance, and then you had War of the Damned that finished it off. Shame it didn't go for another, nice to have had another season if they stretched it out a little bit more. But I can't knock it, it's a fantastic series. And then we have, and not the first series of this either, we have Nikita, starring Maggie Q. Now, before this, there was a TV series called La Femme Nikita, which I do have on DVD, which no doubt inevitably will come to in a future episode. But this is Nikita. It's a series that lasted 4 seasons, obviously based upon the film. Series 2 there. Series 3. And Series 4, and that's as long as that went for 4 seasons. And I did say I had some blind spots on Blu-ray, but like I said, the same thing. The Blu-ray stopped, and they just continued with DVD, and that was it. And that was frustrating, but there we go. I haven't completed the collection. I've got a couple more to get. And then we have seasons 1, 2 of An Idiot Abroad, Carl Pilkington. These were picked up cheap in CEX because my missus liked them. Carl Pilkington was quite funny, when he was sort of relevant. When Ricky Gervais made him relevant. But, yeah, I don't know. And then we have Stephen King, J.J. Abrams, 11/22/63, which was a sort of mini-series. Yeah, that was alright. Then we have True Detective, Season 1. I think I have Season 2 somewhere. I have American Horror Story Asylum, and I think I picked this up for a couple of quid. Never seen it, never watched it. I watched the first season of American Horror Story, but didn't really go any further than that. I picked this up because it was, like I said, a couple of quid. I was going to watch it, never got around to it. And then we have season 1 of Sleepy Hollow. That Headless Horseman, and I like the concept of it. It had a decent concept. Season 2. And again, I think that went... We had a couple of seasons on Blu-ray and then just went DVD. I didn't get all the way through the series. And then we have a TV series called The Highwayman, which starred he who played Flash Gordon. This is a bootleg copy that I picked up somewhere. He had this cool truck that had a helicopter in front. It was from like the 80s. Sam Jones, Claudia Christian was in it, who was in Babylon 5. I've actually met Claudia Christian at Babylon 5 conventions a few times. Got some nice signed photos of her. Yeah, so he had this truck with a helicopter in it. I think it only lasted about 12 episodes. But I remember watching it late at night when I was young. I would record it and watch it in the morning. It was on over here in the UK at stupid late times. I also have the complete first season of Sabrina. This is the remake version of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, or just called Sabrina, or the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Again, picked that up as a bootleg. And then I have a... Is this a series or a film? I don't know, because I haven't watched it. I picked it up 449 minutes, so it would be a series. And that is Hunted. But I've not watched it. It's 3 discs. Yeah, I picked it up cheap. I like TV stuff. But yeah, I ain't got round to watching it. But there we go. It's probably got just lost in the pile. Then we have season 1 of Riviera. Not got season 2 yet. And I have some more of them Smallvilles here. So, where are we at? Season 8, Blu-ray. Season 9. And the final season, season 10. So, seasons 1 to 5 would be DVD. Then I have season 1 of The Expanse. That's the only season of that I've got currently. And then we have seasons 1, 2, 3 and 4 of Modern Family. Fantastic series. And season 5 on DVD, because again, another series that they've done on Blu-ray. Then let's stop, let's just do DVD. Frustrating. I've got a couple more kicking around somewhere. No doubt I'll find them in time. It's a series that I need to finish, as in not finish watching. I've watched them all, but pick up, and they'll be cheap now anyway. So yes, and it was a great series, Modern Family. And then another series that I was into, starring Titus Welliver, and that is Bosch. Bosch complete season 1, DVD. Big thick box, just to have 3 discs in like that. And season 2 of that as well. Loose disc in there. No, yes, loose disc. But these I had to import because they weren't released over here in this country. Season 3 on a burnt disc in there. Yeah, season 1 and 2. A TV series that I got into, started off as a mini-series, and that is of Lex. It's a sci-fi series, very weird, very strange, quite cheap. A bit of damage there because I've moved a couple of times. That was sort of like the movies that started it off. And then, yeah, continued like that. That was episodes 1, I don't know. How did they do these? Oh yeah, so they're the movies. So 4 movies to start it off, that's right. So that was that. Those were the films. And then you had the TV series. And do you remember these sort of releases? I don't know if you remember these when they used to come out. You only got like 5 episodes on there on DVD. So that's series 2. That's continuation of series 2 there, Lex. This character's name was Zev Bellringer. That name is utilised elsewhere these days. Then the continuation... Wait, series 2... Yeah, series 2 and the end of series 2, like so, and the sort of the boxes sort of formed an image. Let's see if I can get that straight for you. Sort of formed an image like that. But it was a series that I had a lot of fun with. Strange series. Not watched it for years. It did continue further than that. When it did continue, I had to import the DVDs. So season 3, disc 1, like, or you know, yeah, it's got like a postcard in there as well. Season 1, or it's the first disc with episodes on. They're shorter seasons. Disc 2 for season 3. And again, another postcard within. And disc 3 there. And again, another postcard within. And then we had season 4, which had 6 discs. So that was disc season, no, sorry, I'm getting mistaken. Season 3, volume 4. That's continuation of season 3. Yep. Right, so yeah, so 4 discs for season 3. Sorry. But they sort of went up there and then they dropped down there with the season volume things. But yes. Oh. And then we go into season 4. Season 4. Next disc. No postcards in these ones, but you did have sort of like a, you know, card with the episode chapters on. Disc 3, that's Battersea Power Station there. You can see it obviously got cheaper in its 4th season because it was more Earth set. Yeah. And that's the final one. And that's where the series ended. So as you can see, again, I started, you know, down here, season 4, volume 1, volume 2, and then continued up there. Why? So the other season went like that, and this one went like that. Odd. Anyway, and then a series that only ran for 13 episodes, based upon the classic movie of Tremors. Yes, there was about 7 Tremors films, I think it was, and obviously Michael Gross, who played Burt Gummer, the gun nut, took over from the 3rd film as the title character, and it followed him, and he was a fan favourite, and he was really good in it. And this TV series actually starred him as well. Yeah, he was the main star of this TV series. 13 episodes on 3 discs. Yeah, obviously it's a Region 1 import, which I can play. But yeah, a fun series, I like the Tremors IP. I like the franchise, for better or for worse. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Obviously, I never matched that classic film, but it went on its own way and gave us some enjoyable sequels nonetheless. And yeah, and the TV series wasn't bad. And then we're closing to an end now for this shelf. This is the end of it. I do have the complete 80 episodes, season 1 to 4 of Prison Break. Like I showed you earlier, I did have the Prison Break Blu-ray. and these are at the back, and that's obviously stacked on top like so on some of these. That's why it came out earlier as opposed to being next to it, because it's a smaller size box. So that's that. And then I do have this box set of complete seasons 1 to 9 of the X-Files, plus the 2 X-Files movies. But I did actually pick these up again on Blu-ray. I do have a Blu-ray version of the complete X-Files series, because it cost me something like 50 quid for the whole lot. Yeah, so I did replace. So this here really needs to be passed on. I wonder how much CEX gives you for it. Let me take a look. So CEX actually sell this for £25. Fair enough. It's weighty. Now if I traded it in, they would give me £6 for it. £6. Wow. Nothing. So I might sell it online. But you know, this postage is going to be a bit, because that is some weighty item. But there we go. And now we're down to our last 4 titles. And here we have, in clipper cases, well, the first one anyway, is the original miniseries for V. Now, I know this did get a Blu-ray release in the United States. What a fantastic series this was. It really was. We should look at getting that imported at some point. And then we have V, The Final Battle, which is the miniseries that came after. Introduced Michael Ironside into the fray. And I do have the TV series somewhere, the actual ongoing series that lasted 1 season. When I was young, Christ, did I have a crush on her. Diana. I think it was that evil streak. Just done it for me, it really did. She was great. And the white suit she wore, oh my God, the white suit was fantastic. That was in the... I think that was in the ongoing TV series that came after. But anyway, 2 classic British shows now to finish things off. The Complete Young Ones. Fantastic. Adrian Edmondson, the late Rick Mayall, Nigel Planer, and Christopher... I can't remember his name now. Christopher something, weren't it? Yep, classic, fantastic show. And also we have here the Complete Blackadder. Who cannot have the Complete Blackadder? So this does contain, obviously, Blackadder 1, 2, 3 and 4. Being my favourites, Blackadder 2 and Blackadder 4. The first series not so much, because he was more of the Baldrick character. He wasn't very clever in the first one, and come the second one when they made him smarter. It also has on it the Blackadder's Christmas Carol and Blackadder Back and Forth, which was originally shown in the Millennium Dome at the turn of the century. For that, I did see it there actually. I did go to there, and that's where I first saw it. And a great series. Yeah, just very, very clever, very good. Yeah, so that's it. That's me done for this. Bless me. So that's me done with TV on that first shelf. And so I'll be back in 2 weeks with my next shelf. So let me know your thoughts on anything, if this brought back any memories of stuff, if you've seen this stuff, if you haven't. It's the dust coming off of these DVDs, no doubt. It's making me sneeze. And yeah, and let's talk about it. And I'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care all, and goodbye.